Welcome to another episode of The Office, where we dive into culture, chaos, and questionable workplace behavior. Today, we're unpacking the festivals and traditions of the Netherlands.
A country famous for tulips, windmills, and questionable fish snacks. Let's ask our totally overqualified workers what they have to say about it.
King's Day, easily my favorite holiday. Not just because you get to day drink legally in public, but it's because Netherlands is decked out in orange.
Okay, so everyone wears orange. Why?
It's because it's the color of the royal family, the house of orange. And it's also easier to spot my drunk friend from the crowd, you know.
And what about the flea markets?
Flea market. Oh, it's wild. I saw a man the other day selling a single sock. Not a pair, a single sock. No. Okay. And I also saw a man dressed as a giant tulip and playing techno songs of Dutch folk songs.
Sounds like my kind of party.
Let's talk about Sinterklaas, Dutch Santa. But he doesn't come from the North Pole. He sails in from Spain.
Spain? Why not the North Pole? Too basic?
No idea. But he rolls up in a boat looking like royalty with a few helpers, and kids leave their shoes around for candy.
And is that bad?
You get taken back to Spain.
Spain? Isn't that a good thing?
Not when you're 7 and you think it's a mysterious, faraway place of doom.
Got it. Be good or get deported.
Oh, the Tulip Festival. It's just a photo shoot waiting to happen. The Coconut Gardens is a place to be. Millions of flowers, tiny little paths, and people acting like they're influencers even when they have like 12 followers.
You're describing my entire Instagram feed right now.
Exactly. And it's not just about flowers. There's food trucks, music, people in traditional outfits, and I tried one of those wooden shoes. I did regret it.
Were they uncomfortable?
Yeah, they were. I just gained appreciation for my sneakers.
So Ambarish, what's the deal with the raw fish? This isn't sushi. It's what?
It's called herring hacking. Basically, you grab it by the tail, tilt your head back, and drop it in your mouth like you're feeding a dolphin at SeaWorld.
And you do this why?
Because it's tradition and protein. Gains, man.
What's it taste like?
Like commitment and salt.
Puffertashes, tiny, fluffy, pancakes. If you hadn't had these, you're really missing out on something. These are like tiny clouds of joy coated with powdered sugar and butter.
Wait, tiny pancakes? Why not just make big ones?
Then you can have 20 of them without a judgment.
Fair point, but where do you get these?
Festivals, Christmas markets, and honestly, any excuses Dutch people get to make pancakes.
Carnival in the south, absolute madness. Costumes, parades, and everyone is just partying in the streets like it's the end of the world. Last year, I dressed as a Viking, and no one even blinked.
You're wearing the Viking helmet now, and no one's blinking.
That's the carnival spirit. Never let it die.
So Ananya, tell us about some quirky Dutch traditions.
Oh, you mean like the dropping? It's this crazy event where kids are blindfolded, taken to a random location, and left to find their own way back home. It's like Lost in Amsterdam, but with more bicycles.
That sounds safe.
It builds character. Plus, we have Unox diet, where people jump into freezing cold water on New Year's to start the year fresh. It's a shock to the system, but hey, it wakes you up faster than a triple espresso.
So Dutch traditions are all about adventure and adrenaline?
Exactly. even if it means pretending we're lost in our own city or jumping into icy cold water. Tanisha, what's the deal with cheese in the Netherlands?
Cheese, it's not just a food, it's a way of life. We have cheese markets where wheels of Gouda are treated like gold bars. And don't get me started on the cheese wheels. Perfect for impromptu seating arrangements.
Don't you ever get tired of cheese?
Ever been to a cheese Olympics? We roll down giant wheels of Gouda downhill to see whose cheese holds up. It's like the Olympics, but with more cheese, literally.
What else is on the Dutch cultural radar?
Have you ever heard of the Bridging Day? We literally take a day off to build bridges. Teams get creative with whatever's lying around to span canals. Last year, someone tried to make a bike bridge. Let's just say it collapsed faster than the Greek economy, but it's a thought that counts.
Looks like the Dutch know how to separate the Gouda from the grid.
And there you have it. Proof that the Dutch know how to turn traditions into unforgettable experiences.
Whether it's dressing up as traffic cones, eating raw fish, or rocking wooden shoes, they make it all look cool.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got tiny pancakes to eat and questionable decisions to make.
Oh, hi guys.
Let's talk about Sinterklaas. That's Santa. He does.
Okay, so everyone wears orange. Why?
It's because it's the house.